Okay, so instead of doing a video, I decided to go live and do some live medium readings. So we'll see if anyone shows up. Maybe it'll just be me talking to myself. Hey, Dayla, what's up? I'm good. How are you? Um, and if anybody's in here, hey, hi. Or I could just talk to spirits on my own, that type of thing. Um, yeah, I was a little held up. Sorry, I was supposed to go on at 10, but there's a lot going on getting ready. Hi, Daniela. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Bronx. I didn't even test the sound. Can you guys hear me and everything? Hey, Mickey. Um, I didn't even test the sound or anything. Can you guys hear me? Hi, Dayla. I finally caught up with you live. Hey, Janet. Hey, I hope you're having a lovely day. Hey, so yes, Basic Witch. Hi, Alice. Hello, I can hear you. Awesome. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Janet. Let's save what I know you might want for in person. I'm gonna be in Utah in April. Hey, Dale, this is my first time getting to try to catch you live. Awesome, awesome. So I decided instead of doing a video, I'm gonna do live. Live. Why is Basic Witch's comment restricted? Weird. Um, so also this is for people who may be coming or may be interested in coming to our seance and ritual this Saturday. And we actually are going to post all of the tiers. I spelled something wrong, so I took it off. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. So, yeah, this Saturday we're going to actually we're going to post this, like clearly post the different tiers, which is seance and ritual. Second one is gold package, which is seance and ritual, and the swag bag, which is basically just all fun spiritual stuff, and enamel pin, which is, they are beautiful, of Bassett. Best. I always say it wrong. And for the black and gold, you get enamel pin of Anubis, with all those other things. Deanna, hi, Teresa. Okay, so let's get to it for people. So if you are interested in coming to that, go to thewitchandthemedium.com, click on events, but just follow us on our Instagram and you'll get all the information. Both me and Mystic Dylan. So we did launch our Witch and Medium YouTube. Is there a way to see it? No, sorry. The thing is about this, people have asked me this before. You really can't film this. This isn't one of those things. You're not going to have the same experience. And also because I'm actually talking to people who passed, not everybody wants that out for the world to see. I have to go back to work, but I hope. Thank you, you too. This is actually me talking to people's loved ones who have passed. Yes, there's a ritual. Yes, it's the old Egyptian ritual. But at the end of the day, I am talking to people who have passed. So I don't want to blast people's stuff. I don't want to exploit people's stuff, their personal stuff, out there. So but you guys also probably have seen that me and Dylan have the Witch and the Medium, Respectful Queen. Yes. It just changes it, and it just doesn't it's something you have to be there to experience. I ask because I live in Texas, but yeah, but it's just not, yeah, I know, it's not something to watch. It feels weird to me. It's not something, it's an experience. Unfortunately, it really, for those who aren't in this area, it's an experience. Amazing. Thank you for being born. Oh, that threw me off. That was so nice. Thank you. Yeah. If you listen to our podcast, I think I said how I felt kicked to this planet here. Yeah. I appreciate that. That was sweet. Yeah, so if you guys if you don't know already, the Witch and the Medium have launched a YouTube channel. Not like we don't have enough to do. Yeah, we need more. So, thanks, Janet. I love your podcast. It really gets me through my commute. Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, Janet, I'm coming to Utah in April, but I'm not gonna stop over at Salt Lake only because it was just kind of a lot last time. And I have help in Tree Mountain, so hopefully you can come over there, or you can message me and we'll talk about it. Hi, Dilla, you're the best. Thank you so much. So let's get to the readings, which is why I know people came on. I can't get to all of you in this room. Mask out of desperation. I have an oppressive male spirit will not leave me physically. This is my ear for. Yeah, I really can't just read something like that off the cuff. Honestly, spirits don't follow people. If there's something going on, I don't believe in that. Honestly, you got to get this world out of your head. If you're hearing things and you're feeling things, it's probably just you hearing and feeling things. Period. In the spirit world, spirits don't need to follow anyone. There's no. It's not like here. It's a vast world, and there's no need to actually. I don't have anything following me. It's kind of like acting like because you're logged into internet that somehow the internet's following you. Am I okay? I seem tired? I am tired, but I'm okay. I'm just tired. Um, because we just have a lot to do and a lot going on. But thanks for pointing that out. Do I look ragged or something? Are you okay? You look a little dry. You look a little ragged. What's the name of the purple eyeshadow? Off the topic eyeshadow. Love you. Wish the best. No, I know. I'm just teasing. I have a sense of humor about myself, guys. I'm not thin skinned. I'm pretty thick skin. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Purple eyeshadow. Come on. I just got hooked onto Jeffree Star. Shout out to Jeffree Star. His palette. Adela. Oh my God, I'm so tired. You know what I should do? Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Bernicia, I know. Thank you, Bernicia. You know, I'm really exhausted. You know what's going to solve that? More readings. This is Jeffree Star, his palette. It's the summer palette. I would have to, I just got it. I should know if I'm plugging his, I have to say, he kind of rocks it, right? I mean, I've been like, getting into eyeshadow and stuff. Yeah, Jeffree's amazing. You're killing me. What is the one I just here? Hey Jeffree, what is your palette's name again? That I just literally got in the mail yesterday. But I wanted to try because I got his lipstick. Like his gloss is amazing. I don't know. I'm not some makeup guru at all. Go over the makeup guru people, but yeah, I got his palette. It's the summer one. Does that help you? I think I actually have it. Oh, it's the Breaker palette. But yeah, and I wanted to try. I feel like doing readings actually makes me less exhausted and less energy is draining. It's nice for me, like in my zone or whatever. Yeah, it can totally true. Kim G. Hi. Too funny. This is why I'm not a makeup guru. Because I've watched their things. I just watch what they do and I get little tidbits and then I make it my own. Just like because I can't do it. I don't have their talent to do it, all these crazy things. But I have learned different tools from them. And that's kind of how I feel about the spirit world, right? I feel like that's about everything to me is like you learn and then you just make it your own, type of thing. Okay, so we're going to do readings. This is why people are here. But I have to pause 1 second to turn off the heater. It's too hot. 1 second. Take a look at my altar. Okay, you guys, I keep it real. I didn't know how to put makeup on. Yeah, I used to just do glitter and use glitter glue because eyeshadow doesn't tend to stay on me. But then I was like, what do I need to do to make eyeshadow stay on me? And then these experts are like, do this. And I'm like, okay. All right, so let's go. Are we able to have a reading if we've had intuitive reading with you? Yeah, this is really, your altar's beautiful. Thank you. That huge chunk of selenite. Yes, that I put all my crystals on. Today I have them soaking in the sun. But I usually put my crystals on until it's my Shen's husband's birthday passed over here. Yeah, oh, sorry to hear that. So I actually, this is for people who've never gotten a reading from me, either privately or on live. Yay, you made it. So this is for people who've never received a reading. To be fair to everyone, I am doing this for people who've never received a reading. My grandfather James Patrick have a message. Yeah, I don't work that way, so I'm going to tell you the rules for people who are new to me. I'm a lot different than a lot of mediums. You're going to tell me who you want it when I tell you, not now. I'm not going to pay attention to anything people are saying now. Happy New Year to you too. And by the way, I'll know if you did get a reading from me. I'll start to feel, okay, bye, Deanna, bye. So you're going to tell me who you want to talk to by relationship. I don't just stay open and being like, oh, this person said this and that, and just start, blabbing stuff out. I keep that door closed. I don't log on. I kind of see it like logging onto the internet until I talk to that person one at a time. So you're going to pick one person. Do not ask me to choose. If you keep asking me to choose, I'm going to skip to the next person because you need to, one, take responsibility for your reading. Two, if you're asking me to choose and I'm opening up to hearing all these people at the same time, I don't want to do that. The spirit world isn't as reverent as people think. They're actually extremely, they just kind of all want to talk. The person that you choose, just tell me by relationship to you, my grandmother, my father's side, my grandfather, my grandfather's side, my friend. I don't want names. I don't want backgrounds. Don't give me the whole thing of and they died, like in your chat. Oh, it's this person. They died this way. That's all for you. What people got to understand, the more information you give out to a reader, the more you're not really having an experience if that person is telling you what they're hearing from that realm. So, hi, Drama Queen. So just tell me who you want to talk to by relationship to you. They're going to I'm not reading everybody in the room. Obviously, I can't. They're going to tell me how they passed. They're going to tell me some detailed information about them, confirmations. When I start reading the person I'm reading, the chat should quiet down so that person can comment back to me as quickly as we can get it, right? Because I like confirmation so that it's the person talking and not me. And that's a tip if you ever go, hi, Belle. I not yet. So this is the thing. Everybody wants a reading, okay? And so don't pull on my heartstrings or other people's heartstrings. It's not fair to say, oh, this person, I really need it. This happened, that happened. Everybody's in pain. Everybody's loss is big to them. Everyone feels like they want to connect. So until I tell people to go, I'm just going to go with the first. What I used to do, and I like this better, just do emojis until I tell you to go. When I pick you, then you'll tell me. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. All these things that, thank you so much for videos. Thank you. And the podcast, awesome. Yeah, don't say in the chat like this person died a year ago. Like you're giving information. No information. Until I tell you to go. I haven't told anybody to go yet. Then we'll do emojis is the only way I can control it. And when you do the emojis, I'll pick a person that kind of is the quickest I can see them. So don't get upset if you're like, oh, it's not fair and things like that. I know I should have a mod. I'll maybe do that in another time to help me with this. I forget how to get a moderator. So until I tell you to go. I haven't told people to go yet. So all these aren't counting. Hey guys, it's, red light, green light. That's how we're going to do it. Okay? So, so you can go ahead and put an emoji. This is, by the way, you don't have to get a medium reading. You'll mod for me? Okay. let me see. Oh, awesome. That's the emoji you're going to put, really? Okay. I didn't tell you guys to go yet. So I'm not really paying attention to any of these emojis. I didn't tell you to go. We're going to do red light, green light, guys. Hold on. And these are going to be medium readings and intuitive readings. So you can choose. When you choose, then you can tell me. Only when I choose you, then you could choose me. Okay, ready? Green light. I'm going to say green light. All right, Christina. I'm just kind of going with the flow here of what I feel. And anybody who if I've read you in person via phone or via live, you don't get to do it again. This is for people who haven't experienced it. So let's be fair. Don't be greedy. That's why I don't do these so much anymore. You know, people were getting a little on the greedy side. All right. I think Ashley, no. Who did I pick? Okie dokie. Christina, thank you. All right, Christina, what kind of reading did you want? Thank you, Ashley, who's modding for me. Who would you like to go with? What type of reading did you want, Christina? So everybody quiet the chat down. This isn't helping. This is water, okay? I should have put more coffee in. Me? Yes, your step great uncle. Okay, have I read for you before? Because I actually feel like I talked to a step great uncle recently. So have I read for you before? I actually recently did a reading for someone. So if I've read for you before, be fair. Love from Australia. Oh, love to Australia. Hope everybody's healing over there. I understand. I know ours wasn't as huge, but we've had those type of things here too in California. Okay, Christina, we are. It's raining. Awesome. Hi from France. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and quiet the chat for Christina. Christina, you want to talk to your step uncle on what side of the family? Mother, fathers? And so, yeah, if on your mother's side, okay. So if we quiet the chat, then I can get the information I need from Christina quicker, meaning I can get confirmations. Okay, stepfather on your mother's side. All right, here we go. So the person I feel is saying that they knew they were going to pass. Yeah, so he's saying that he knew he was gonna pass. He is saying something that things were difficult. It's almost like the feeling I get all of a sudden is a lot of fear and anxiousness. Yeah, this is Christopher. Let's quiet the chat for Christina so she can communicate. Yeah, I feel anxiousness because he's saying that he knew things were bad. For some reason, I feel a lot of pressure in my chest, like tightening, because he keeps saying, and I feel scared and nervous. He's saying something about surgery, though. He was supposed to have surgery or something about surgery. Yeah. Something about surgery, or he was supposed to have surgery. Anyway, he's talking about this area, and all I can feel is like anxiety and nervousness. Absolutely. Okay. Can you explain what that means? He's also saying that he had a bad feeling. Like he's looks kind of young to me though. I know he's your great uncle, but did your great uncle pass on the younger side, or is that what he's trying to show me? I want to say like leading to 70 or something. Can't tell. He's just saying that he wanted to live longer. I thought at first it looked like 50, but I hear him saying something else. But he's saying that he wanted to push things. Maybe that's the way he felt. He's also talking about if you can explain what the surgery means, because he's saying something about the surgery, being nervous about it, feeling bad about it, having a bad feeling about everything, and the whole tightening of the chest type of thing. He's also saying was supposed to have a lung transplant and his COPD was bad, didn't want to live like. Okay. He is talking about something about October and March. He's giving me 2 months at the same time. These are confirmations: October, March, March, October, October, March, March, October. He is saying that he felt torn. Why is he feeling torn about these 2 times in his life? He's also thanking you very much for. Hold on. Yeah, like it's like the feeling I get is when people are standing around a grave, and but I don't know if it's literally a grave or if it's a memorial, because he's saying thank you for the honor. He's flashing a plaque in front of me, so I'm gonna leave. If you can like confirm, just so everybody knows, for the future readings, while I'm telling you stuff, if you can tell me, communicate in the moment back to me, would appreciate it. So like, in other words, as I'm saying stuff, talk to me, says it goes a lot faster, so I know if this makes sense. I feel like there's hair in my face. If this makes sense to you. He passed in October. Okay. Do you know anything? And if you can throw up any other stuff before we move on. Don't know about March. Okay. I don't know why it was like he was torn, because he's saying he wants to mention both March, and he's saying this upcoming March to be excited about. He's excited for you about this upcoming March or something like that. All right, so you guys can go ahead and start chatting. Don't start putting up people yet, by the way. Do me a favor, don't put emojis yet. You can talk, give me like a breather. A little breather. She's like, well, a little breather between before we go to the next one. Hello, everyone. Hi, Clear Quartz. Thanks for those who are just kind of coming in. If you're just joining, then we're doing live readings and then some Q&A. About any questions you have about other stuff. Do you have a website? Yes, AdeleLevine.com. Someone wants to throw that up for me. Slow motion. So hi. Weird question. Do spirits that speak in different languages speak in English, or is it more feeling or knowing? The plaque was made for him recently, beautifully earned for How Ashes. Ooh, I got chills, Christina. He liked that you confirmed that. So when you get chills, I'll answer that other question. That's their energy shooting onto you. So we think of things as touching, but it's really energy coming down. Does it hurt to do this? No, not at all. Actually, it's more energizing than this world. Language barriers does not exist in that realm. So I have read for animals. I can hear and communicate from animals. I love to be added to the reading list. It's not really a reading list, honestly. I do it kind of as people love the energy that is relieving. Yeah, no, it doesn't hurt. If you see me, I'm kind of like rubbing my leg. It's kind of like a way of I'm kind of like raising my vibration, I guess. This is my first time so far. You're awesome. I'm watching you from the hills of northeast of Tennessee. Sending you lots of love. Thank you, Lori Ann White. I really enjoy your content and your podcast. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for the answer. No, there is no English. There is no language barrier. I can hear them just fine. Do you feel more comfortable sharing your view on the afterlife? Do I feel... I'm talking to the dead. Of course I feel comfortable sharing my view. It's all over my YouTube channel. 3 parts of what happens to us after we die. I have a podcast about it. I've been dedicated my life for 16 years. I better be comfortable. Okay, let me be more specific. Okay, so there is no barriers. What they'll do sometimes if they spoke a different language, would it be okay if I shared a pic on the Instagram? Of course, I'd love that. That would be awesome. Totally, of course, I appreciate it. Um, what was I going to say? Yes. So about language, sometimes they'll do an accent for me to depict the that they spoke a different language, but it's not because it's they're speaking in a different language, not because they really care, but they want me to know so I can tell the person I'm reading for, oh, listen, I'm aware that they didn't, they weren't from here, but I never have an issue understanding. We have all division in this world. Everything we do is divided here by gender, race, economics, location, not there. I'm asking what you believe of the actual place itself. Have you read The Journey of Souls? No, I don't. See, this is the thing. I don't read books. I know this is the contradiction between me and Dylan. I don't read books because everything I've learned from there. I don't need to read books on the afterlife when I hear and see that world all the time. So I'm saying I understand that world. That's what I'm saying. I have millions of videos on what happens after we die. I wouldn't be able to do this work if I didn't know and have an understanding of the afterlife. So, I mean, I don't need to read about it. I pretty much halfway live there. So, what I do in my off time is not read about it because I don't want to do that. Do you think we can hear frequencies? It's our own vibration of those around us. Yeah, you can hear frequencies, and people actually hear a lot of the time. Was going to see if you could see the relations in the book. Yeah, I don't like to be influenced by other people's belief. I like confirmations. You're a natural OG. Yeah, that's right. So a long time ago, that spirit world had told me not to do that because it would be influences on most people have a lot of ego, and also it confuses what I'm hearing pure and experiencing pure. It's a harder road, believe me, than if I'm just learning from a book. It's just different than what I do, which is what Dylan does, is a much more, he does use his concretes and tools, and he knows the phases of moon, and he likes the history of this planet. So, it is necessary for things like that, but not for me and what I do and the way I chose it, this path and how it chose me. So, and when I'm, when I'm on when I'm on my downtime, I'm not really wanting to read about anything like that. The high pitches quite a bit. I was told at the time of those pitches are messages and numbers. Do you agree? What is your opinion on Mastery Tarot Oracle cards? Would you be willing to do a video explaining more about the fairies and people? I did a video about Fae. I don't have a lot to say about it. Honestly, I have very little experience with it. I feel like Fae and and angels and things are probably similar. Tarot cards, totally fine if that's what you want to go towards. They're helpful. They're mirrors that kind of help you with your sight. They're tools you can use. Just really learn it, know your stuff, and understand what you're doing, and really hone it. So I don't know if that's what you're asking. Frequencies do is a thing, because that frequency is a vibration. It's the same thing as the chills. Same thing. So the frequency you're hearing is the chills. It's just kind of like you are tuning into that frequency. What are your thoughts on pendulums? I'm not a big fan of them. What is your wonderful answer to your card question? Thank you. Yes, I'm excited to see you and Dylan as our YouTube channel for your podcast. Yes, thank you so much. Makeup addict. I'm worried I'm going to become one. Do you connect more with some types of spirits than others? Not really. What do you mean by that? I was born with a veil on my hands and feet and my face. Do you have? I really know. I've heard things. I had dreamed that I was visiting my dad in the realm. That's too long. I couldn't catch it. I've heard things about that. That's an interesting concept, but I don't know if that necessarily means that you have that, but it's interesting. It's like I have a lazy eye. This eye you'll notice, and you'll probably see it a lot and you probably have already in my videos, but even like with me and Dylan, I have to look over and this eye will wander, and some people believe that's something. to do with sight, like you're seeing into, but I don't know if it's symbolic, but I don't think it necessarily means someone has to want to be it, but it's a very interesting concept. I know that the numbers, number sequences are important, are just what the numbers are about. People get really, really caught up. I really enjoy and learn a lot from you. Thank you. Awesome. Boogie Vamp. Yeah, I really feel like the numbers, people get caught up in what the numbers mean, like 111, 222, what's the meaning? It's really not what they mean that's as important as the sequence that you're seeing things in sequence. You could see apples everywhere and it would be the same, if that makes sense. If you're like, oh, I'm always seeing apples everywhere. It's something trying to grab your attention. Numbers just happen to be a universal language, so it's an easy way to get our attention. Communicate. Like if you have a better feeling, the fairies over other kinds of spiritual beings. Sorry if I'm being confusing. Oh, okay. No, I get you. I just don't have a lot of experience. I honestly never connected to the fairy energy. I've connected more through other people I've read for and see they're connected to it. I can see that. I always have this vision of me in the other realm before I came to this world, like meaning before I was born, that I observed a lot of realms, and that was one of them. I don't feel drawn to it. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Bailey's Irish Cream. I don't feel drawn to it. So I kind of feel like there might be a thing where we all may see the same energy in a different form, or they're actually different energies. What are the blue flashes of light of orbs? I feel like I see blue orbs, and I do see flashes of many different colors, and it's frequencies, different frequencies. So with the repeating numbers, I noticed it, but what am I supposed to do with it? I see lots of blue. When you see a sequence, you tune in and you go, I know, lightning quick. Am I doing good, Corella? I mean, I'm trying to keep up. When you see those when you see those numbers, you are actually supposed to stop and go, what is something trying to tell me? To follow this path, follow my gut. Is this the right direction, or should I take a step back? It's something trying to help you with your path. So something around. I've seen that happen where I'm like, why do I keep seeing it? And in hindsight, I realized it was trying to warn me, like, stay away. And then there's been times where I've had things kind of telling me like, this is good. And it's kind of getting you to tune into what maybe have you been putting out there. Because for me, I think I was definitely putting out, thank you, Lori, out the energy of like, is this something I should be doing? You know what I mean? Like I kind of knew it wasn't. And then maybe there's times where you kind of know this is good for you, but you're afraid. So it's just trying to help you pay attention to what's going on in your life, because you probably have asked. So does that answer the, did I miss a question? I feel like someone said something and I might have missed a question. Not sure. Okay. So, all right, cool. So what we're going to do now is go to another reading. When I say green light, go ahead and put your emoji up. And I'm just going to go how I used to do this and kind of go with what I feel kind of I sense, if that makes sense. This is the only way I know how to do it, honestly. Why are you putting a sad face, Bailey? I think I'm going to go back here. Hey, let's go with Mickey. Sorry. Mickey. I think that what happens, I like to do it this way because if I do it with the who's first, sometimes there's arguments on that. So I'm just going, it doesn't mean someone wants to talk to this person more. What it actually means is that sometimes people get something, they learn something from it that maybe you need to hear as well, even if you're not getting the reading. I've kind of do this in my medium galleries, and I'll do this at the seance too. I have the spirits line up. I love you. Kiss. Thank you. Um, what does this mean? Talk, talk, people talk. I'm talking too much. Is that what it's saying? Okay. Okay. So is that what is, how old am I? Okay. Oh, and then here, how old am I? Why do you want to know how old I am? Okay, so we're gonna talk. Yeah, I do this at Medium Galleries. Galleries is when I read, like, I have 25 people in the room, and I read everybody in the room, and I go from person. What is happening? I wish. What is happening? Am I getting trolls? Oh, it's been a long time since I've had trolls. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so I do have a moderator, I thought. All right. Okay. There she is. Yeah, that seems trollish. I like put him on timeout. I don't know what that means. I've never seen that before. Deleted, I think. Yeah. What is, yeah. Okay. Fun. Okay, cool. Fun. Well, you know you made it on YouTube. You're starting to get somewhere when you have trolls. So thank you to the trolls, because other people who don't follow me are finding me out. Timeout stops them for communicate for 5 minutes. So there you go. You're totally famous now. I don't think I would use that word, but I would say that I might have spilled over into some other area where people are finding me who don't know what I do. When I used to do these lives, it was very much only the people who knew me. Infamous? I hope not. That would be terrible. I just think people are bored, honestly. Just, yeah. All right, so, okay, let's go back to Mickey. Mickey, I remember this name because it stands out. Thank you, Daniela. Mickey, what kind of reading did you want? Girl, boy, because it's a both names. It's a both. I was going to say she, he, yes. What type of reading would you like? You don't have to say what gender you are. I just was, it doesn't matter. We don't have to say. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. Let's go. I want to do a video on that because I feel energy. I don't really feel gender. And we all have masculine and feminine energy, and we lean to one or the other, or we split ourselves down the middle. My grandpa on my dad's side. Okay. All right, so we're going to go. So quiet the chat for Mickey, and then I'll answer some more questions after that. We're going to kind of do it like this because I think it helps everybody. All right, Mickey's grandpa on the dad's side. All right, hold on. So the person I feel connected to, I'm just smiling because they kind of started getting... like they're trying to help me lift my energy and help wake me up. And they just have a positive vibe. He's talking about his passing, and he's saying, I really don't have any upsetness about my passing. He knew it was coming. He knew it was happening. So he doesn't feel like torn about it. He's saying something about that everything went on for quite some time. What he means by that is that he's kind of jokingly saying things dragged on. So if you can talk, you can go ahead and talk to me, Mickey, only. Actually, I should stress, as I'm reading, if this makes sense. He's talking about, he's showing me him much older, feeling like he lived some time. Although he is saying like pain, like his bones and joints were really, really brittle and difficult. He is saying that there was a point where his intestines, he keeps going to my stomach area and showing me like his intestines and the feelings inside there. Like I feel nauseous and I feel like I don't want to eat. This is this isn't like on like when he died, but it's just prior. What I mean by that is that this was leading up to it. Um, yeah, but he has a real fun personality. Like he's very grateful. He's very gracious. Was he like in his 70s, late 70s? Because he looks much older. He's also taking me to a house, and we're going to like a rural area. Like I just see, yeah, he said, no, it's like trees. That's what it is. He's talking about trees, and he's talking about this house. This was his favorite house. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, and he loves this. He goes, I want you to know you've asked what I've been doing, and I recreated this space because in that realm, he built his house. Okay, awesome. In that realm, you can like recreate anything you want by thought. You know what I mean? So that I'm reading right now. So if we could just quiet the chat only for Mickey, and I'll answer questions and say hello after. So yeah, so he recreated it. He kept showing me this hat, like, you know, those hats that you like snap, you know, those caps, like, I don't know why, but he keeps showing it, and then he takes it off, and he's young again. When he comes to dreams or appearances, he is definitely going to come to people in his youth. He's just funny to me because he's got a lot of energy. Can you confirm some of the things he also said about his stomach? He keeps talking about his intestines. That was difficult. He had to go, and did his wife, was he married? And is she there with him? Because he is talking about wanting to be with his wife, but he's saying it like love. Like, was he still married when he died, and was she here or was she there? Because he's got his arm wrapped around someone. So I hope you can confirm some of these things. Yeah, so he's saying something about feed him to the birds. Like, you know that song, he was divorced and remarried. Yeah, because he kept saying, my wife. I said her grandmother, and he went, no, my wife. My wife. Who's this last person? Is this person his love of his life, the last one? Because there's someone he really, really feels bonded. Is she alive or there? And then he's singing the song, Feed the Birds. You know this song from Mary Poppins? For some reason, he's joking about feed the birds, singing that song and joking about it. Okay, so I'm going to let you go. To you, though. Oh, sorry. He just wants to say to you as he has given you many signs. I'm not so sure about the last wife. Okay. Do you know, is she alive? My dad feed the birds now. Oh, wow. I didn't let anyone on their side. So I'm not just so everyone knows, I do these in order. Again, I don't just like open up and go, hey, who's on the, I don't just have a million people. Again, all spirits want to talk. All spirits want to talk. I do this in order, just like if I was sitting in a booth somewhere and there were people hanging out, and one at a time. So feed the birds is some really funny. That's cool. I don't know if you know anything about his stomach, but there is, I don't know if this is his last wife or his second wife, but there is someone he's extremely, it's okay. I'm just trying to help remind people, has love for and is with. That's why this person has passed. I get the feeling it's, I feel like it's his last wife. Anyway, I'll let it go. Maybe she can confirm some things about that. Okay, you guys can chat now. So those of you just joining, when I do readings, again, I know it's a lot different. A lot of people will say things like, oh, if I feel someone, or if someone comes through and they say that, I don't do it that way. I didn't know much about his death. It came as a surprise to me because I was young. Okay. I was going to say, because he seemed kind of young to have passed. So I don't know if I was seeing his age right. But he reminded me of more like a 70-year-old. I see often, but I don't know how to. So when I do readings, again, I'm inviting one at a time because it is a lot of people. I'm highly psychic but full of fear, even to love my abilities, negative imagined beliefs. Okay. Yep, fear is something you have to kind of move past. Toppins, yeah. Toppins the bag, right? I know, I know. I don't really have a list. There's 50 something people in here. I'm not obviously going to read everybody in this space. This is kind of what I do. Like when I hang up here, I'm, going to be reading people today via phone and such. So I don't really have a list, and I just kind of, when I do choose someone, it's more random. That's wild. I had the song in my head big a few weeks ago. Oh, cool. I haven't heard that song in a long time, but it was just like a cool image and a cool song. And he had a really cool energy. What was the last message just to me? I didn't understand. Oh, yeah, oh yeah, um, yeah, I feel like he was trying to kind of, say that he does give signs. That's what he was saying. And the signs did have to do with birds and songs. And he does try to communicate. Even though you may not know him very well, he's definitely knows you. That world hears and sees you just fine without me. You don't need me for them to hear and see you. I keep going with 3 shadow figures. What's up with that? Shadow figures are really just your sight not being able to see that realm fully. People get really scared about it, but it's just an undeveloped sight to shorten the explanation. It means you're starting to see a little bit of that realm, but you can't see it all the way. What's the best way to ground after being in that world too long? I feel like I need a better balance. Food, sleep. Is Dragon on fire? But yes, it is. Want to know if there's any message for me the other side. Yeah, I'm not just opening up right now. I didn't see the last question. Yeah, food, sleep, mundane life. Also cleansings are good, showers, baths. But honestly, what people don't do a lot is this world. If you want to play video games, you want to go eat some food, you want to, get some sleep, take a shower, things like that. What's the best way to be able to see the shadow figures? What people got to understand, this is a dedication. If you want to develop your site, it is a constant. There is no quick way to do that. This is something you have to practice, 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 practice. That's like saying, how can I be better at piano? You got to practice. New Moon Aquarius on the 24th. I have no connection to Moon. I send you over to Mystic Dylan. That's his department. I don't really have that. I'm not really in touch with that kind of stuff, honestly. We just want to thank you so much. I got the gist of what you said. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not in the moon phases and stuff. Like, I see things all the time. When I do magic in my own way, I do it whenever I want. So go to Mystic Dylan Instagram. He'll help you with that. What would you recommend as a practice open site? Do spirits regret, like, oh, I wish I could have done? Yeah, of course. Regret's the wrong word. I wish I was connected with my grandma, but I don't think it will happen. I got it. Thanks. I've been trying to open myself up in the world. I feel start close to, but I lose. Yeah. I had dream within a dream. Oh, that's cool. I missed a nightmare. Adela is a sun person. Yeah, I'm more connected to the sun. That's why my crystals are in the sun. I've always been intuitive and I'm willing to put. Yeah, you gotta. There is no quick fix. There is no quick way to this road, and that's why a lot of people kind of abandon it, because it is something I'm always developing. I'm always honing. I'm always strengthening. It is a way of life for me, and if it's something you want to open up more, it's like a muscle you have to exercise. Do you know what that might mean? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Hi, Kristen. Yeah, Mystic Dylan, The Witch and the Medium podcast. You can hear he talks a lot about the moon. I think we actually did a podcast about the moon. If you go to Mystic Dylan, his Instagram, and follow him there, he has a lot of stuff on moons. He's more the moon guy. Yeah, so, what was the other things? Yeah, I think I answered most of those questions, right? So, to open up your site, you have to be willing. You have to pay attention. You have to do the work, guys. They got to do the work. You said regret. Oh, they don't really regret, but they kind of, when people pass, and I do cover this on my videos on here, what happens to us after we die. Um, People kind of go almost like into virtual reality. It's the best way I could describe that compares to here, and they're surrounded around energies, and they can oh, sorry, not energies, all they surrounded around their life, and they go through all these moments in their life, and they experience everything that happened. It's just it's an evolvement. So in that realm, it's just like here where we evolve and we raise our conscious and we become more awake. um, and just like here, you go from kindergarten to first grade to second grade to third grade. In that realm, you graduate to an understanding. Can you talk more about the work? What is considered the work? Paying attention. The work is whatever which way you choose. It means you need to realize that this is a process. There is no quick way to opening your sight. There, it is something that develops. It's just like you are exercising a muscle. So if you want to practice your intuition, you got to pay attention to it. You got to do things to be awake and aware of your world. There is no, a lot of people sell a quick fast way. Do you have a spiritual awakening? Did I have a spiritual awakening? Yeah, I did. I always saw stuff though from the time I was really young. But I came to a big understanding when my aunt who raised me, when she was dying, things started to come to me, awareness. I've been talking and asking with that realm, want to connect with them more, but I don't feel like if you're not getting signs, it's because you're not paying attention to it. People want things to be, thank you, Chelsea. People want things to be grand and magnificent, and it really isn't. It's actually more subtle. Hi, in some Snap Fanatics, I mean, a few months back, I binged then Adela's videos. I imagine you're terrifying if you receive these gifts fast. No, I always had it. I always saw stuff, but when I tested it out for the first time on someone I didn't know, because I wanted to see if this was legit, yeah, that was pretty terrifying. It was. And then I turned it off for a lot of years until I decided to dedicate myself. Think you'll pay attention to more. Yeah, what happens is signs are more subtle than people think they can be. And people are looking for these big things all the time. And I think it's because that's exciting and that's fun. And you have these crazy things that happen and they can. But there are things happening around you. That world is in our world. It's a world within a world. So it's like an onion, I always say. We're one layer, they're on an outer layer. They're existing with us on a constant basis. So, yeah, so it's signs are coming to you quite a bit. And people that tend to not pay attention. And so, yeah, you have to find your way of how you want to dedicate yourself to opening this up. I think the beginning is acceptance, and you got to get over, you got to get through the fear. Do the signs give you chills, or can it be its numbers, a ladybug? There's a difference between signs and reading into stuff. And there is it's like a knowing. And I have a video on here, and I'm not just trying to, because Dylan teases me about this, refer people to the videos, but it covers everything much more, signs from that realm. You're amazing. Thank you for all you do. You have such an amazing soul. Thank you, Bailey's. It covers everything about this much more in detail. That's why I did these videos, because I don't want to give flippant answers, because this is a process, and I've seen people develop their sight and develop their understanding by practicing and honing, and then your sight's always changing. My sight has changed year after year after year, how I do and how I see things. I get a warm pressure in my ear, follow my ring sometimes. You experience something. Yeah, that's just frequency. That realm is a frequency, and so sometimes they're raising the volume up on their frequency so that you are paying attention. And sometimes it's just you're in the moment where you're actually willing to pay attention. I have tingling vibration in the middle of my forehead, on and off. Could that be an indication that my third eye is opening? Could be. Is an individual naturally assigned to work with certain elements to help strengthen their sight? I don't think anyone's assigned. I am going to do a video on contracts, because I kind of don't believe in it in the way people, I think, put it out there. They put it, Again, I think people put a lot of things out there that are like this world, where we're like, I have a contract with you and you must sign, and we have to go through. We tend to put a lot of stuff the way we see things here. I feel like it's intuitive, what your sense are drawn to, and that will change. Just like you change the way you dress from the time you were 10 to then you're 15 to you're 20 to you're 25, kind of food you like, kind of music you like, you know, what you, as you evolve, it changes. Okay? So, thank you guys so much. I gotta go. I was gonna do another one, but I actually have to go. And I'm glad you guys were able to ask all these questions. And I'll come on here a little bit more and do, I think I like the idea of splitting questions and readings. So you can kind of see a little bit about what I do. And then also I can ask questions that I know people ask on my YouTube and on our podcast, and things like that. Thank you guys so much. I wish you could see or say, you know what? People say that, but very few people really want to. It isn't. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. It's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. It's really heavy, a lot more heavy than people realize. My days are heavy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Also, diabetes maybe confirmed the pain. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Awesome. You guys can follow me on Instagram as well if you're not already. And my website is thedaylovine.com. All that stuff is on here. And our podcast, of course, The Witch and the Medium. And we just launched a YouTube channel. You can check out our first video. Thank you. Hopefully hopefully I'll see some of you guys at the seance. Maybe. Hopefully. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You too. Thank you, guys, for all the support, even to the trolls. Thank you. Cheers with water. Boring, but needed. Thank you. I'm going to binge watch everything. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you, Ashley, for modding. Thank you so much. All right. See you guys soon. Oops. But trolls are adorable. That was a good way to end.